Oh, I should be like this. Like that. Why the heck am I filming in front of our server rack today? Well, I was inspired this morning because I watched a video on the statistics of the accuracy of AI and how people are trying to use it to like make big business decisions, and that's just like not where it's at right now. So I'm going to start off with a little story. So yesterday, my wife and I got in the car and I smelled something sweet and delicious. And I asked my wife if she was wearing perfume. She said no. I racked my brain trying to figure out, is it my air freshener? Is it my clothes? Like, I'm sniffing myself. What could it be? She moved her arm. So I like just grabbed her arm and I was like, and it was her. So I was like, what the heck? Is it your body wash? She's like, yes, it's my body wash. And I felt so much frustration that she didn't give me the answer to a question I didn't ask. And that kind of leads me to AI. And I promise this all makes sense, at least in my brain. So, studies are showing that AI is only as smart as the user's communication. So, in my case, I didn't ask the right question. And the whole situation was preventable based on my ability to ask the right questions. And AI, not only is it based on the user's communication skills, it also responds confidently and with people pleasing tendencies. So the user is more likely to take advice from AI if it agrees with the user's perspective. So AI has been trained to just kind of agree with the person. So I'm imagining that if I had asked AI, I'd input, okay, there's a good smell in the car. I think it's my wife's perfume, but she said it's not. Where's the smell coming from? Then AI would just respond confidently with an affirmative.
Yes, it does smell good in here. I smell a sweet and floral scent. It must be your wife's perfume. She probably forgot she put it on, or is joking, or is not telling you the truth.
That's clearly not the way to use AI. I'm pretty sure they don't even smell yet. But has the development of AI been a total waste, or does it have a place? Let's say that a qualified scientist spoon feeds AI very specific data and assigns it a very specific task. It might spit back some decent analysis, but that's above my pay grade. And that's not how most of the public is going to be using this. So, for the rest of us, we need to treat AI like the underpaid, aloof employee who does what it's told, but will never go above and beyond to answer the questions that you didn't ask. You can delegate tasks like write an SEO optimized video description for content describing ways AI should and should not be used, and also how to reduce your cloud impact to minimize the need for data centers. It will save you time and spit out something usable, but you will still need to use your big brain to edit your true intent and your vision and your voice. I like to think that I'm pro planet. And if you are appalled that I just admitted to using AI contributing to the need for more data center infrastructure, I say you're right. I feel all the guilt. I use it as sparingly as possible, and I definitely don't use it as a toy or some weird lifeless companion. That's weird and creepy. I use it as a tool for work, and I justify it just like I justify throwing away single use floss because, ick. And I know data centers have become this big buzzword recently in tandem with AI, but what even is a data center? Let's just say it's racks on racks on racks of servers, physical, like hard drive copies of your information. The cloud, the cloud that has a very ethereal name, but also very real energy impacts, the cloud that hosts 800 photos of meals you forgot about and 3,000 photos of your dog sleeping, and that grainy video from your sister's bachelorette party where you fall off the mechanical bull, that lives in the cloud, a very, very real place. It's also where you online bank and keep all your electronic health records. It allowed us to switch to paperless bills and email communication. It hosts all your social media, all the videos on my YouTube channel, your Etsy shop of prints of mushrooms that have juicy booties, all of it. We swapped trees for another resource, electricity, also water, but we're working on improving that part. So you might be thinking, if it's using electricity, why can't we just plop some solar panels on top of data center roofs and relieve all our guilt? I wish it was that easy, but unfortunately it's not. I will tell you the answer I was given when I asked that exact question as a drafter working for an engineering firm that what exclusively designed data centers. Yikes. I was only there a few months. The answer is, although we can use solar on running the electricity for data center offices, data centers require multiple sources of constant reliable power to ensure that the servers run 24/7 without disruption from power outages. I think we can all agree that it would not be cool to lose all of your online banking information and all your money and your savings account and your investments, and that would not be cool to just lose because there was a windstorm and a power line got knocked down. So it's good, but also there's got to be a actionable thing I can do today to reduce my cloud footprint. So for me, I downloaded all of my Google Photos on an external hard drive. Not because I'm a saint, but I was too cheap to pay for more cloud storage, which, if you can live within your limits of your cloud storage, then we don't have to build more data centers. Fingers crossed. All my video footage is stored on an external hard drive. I figure any data I can save somewhere that doesn't need to be plugged in and consuming electricity constantly is a step in the right direction. So if you want to take some action, I recommend doing a spring cleaning of your cloud data. Pinterest boards of that wedding you never had, or duplicate photos, screenshots of memes that you sent to your friends. We can just rely on our memory to laugh about that. And obviously, don't erase the entire documentation of your life. That's not where we need to go. But knowing what we know now, we have an option to choose to live life a little differently. In my case, if your daughter's concert is being recorded by at least two different people, maybe you can just chill, enjoy the concert, and watch. That was a wonderful experience. And then just try backing up only your most cherished memories to the cloud. So things that, if everything you own burnt down in a fire, what would be the things that you have to have? Maybe it's your wedding photos or baby pictures of your kids and, those really special things that mean the world to you. Back that ass up. Maybe try printing a special photo and giving it to a friend, in person, like that. As someone who took on the task of sorting through my grandparents' lifetime of photos, I could tell that those who received a small collection of special moments enjoyed them like a gift. I felt very differently passing along entire totes to my mom and her brothers and sisters who got a small side of burden along with that wonderful gift. All this to say, just start using the cloud for what's really important to you. If that ice cream sundae is really, really important to you, then blast it up to the cloud. I'm not trying to put you on a guilt trip here. I just want to share that there's a certain amount of awareness that I think is good and healthy to have with AI and data centers and how we use these as tools and storage, and the fact that it has real life impacts. And also that I have faith in scientists and engineers and developers who are going to solve all of the problems that AI creates. It'll all work itself out. I mean, this is not the first time that industry has changed our entire lives. Think of the wheel, think of cars, think of electricity, think of cell phones. Those things have changed our everyday life, but we can, as humans, choose the best way to use them and make our lives better. If you've got opinions about AI, definitely share them in the comments. Feel free to correct me if I'm misleading anyone. Thank you so much for sticking around and subscribe for more. It's the high energy. And then